heard about the good news? Y'all sleeping on me, huh? Had a good snooze.
What song is that?
Feedback? No, it's not. I don't remember. It's one of the Kanye songs.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's all you sing.
what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Two Savage Democrats podcast, episode number 83.
Sponsored by Chili.
And this, it is not sponsored by Chili's. Chili's is in no way affiliated with our shenanigans. But this episode of the podcast is, in fact, sponsored by the Patreon.
Yeah.
Which is very fun. You can go to patreon.com/TSFTpod to get access to a plethora of awesome features, including a private Discord server with all the other Patreons, where we have a great time, play games together, watch the debates together, do calls, just get to know each other and hang out with an awesome group of people. And you get access to the free video podcast along with a bunch of other perks as well. So go to patreon.com/TSFTpod. We will get into that later on in the show. But I want to start off with something because, being wrong, it's not that fun to admit sometimes,
Are you about to admit that you were wrong?
I had to do it in like 2005.
Yeah. It's been
So
a while
I can
since you've
kind
done
of
it
relate to
last.
people. Yeah. This is not one of those instances, but everybody else has to.
Okay, so you're never wrong.
No, I was wrong in like 2005.
Yeah, back when you were like 10.
Yeah, back when I was 10, I was wrong. I haven't been wrong since then. Maybe here and there you miss something, right? So before,
No.
Well, we're gonna get into a lot.
No. You were wrong like last week.
What was I wrong about?
I don't remember, but I know you were wrong.
What did I
I
say?
mark them down in my planner.
Handy dandy. So we're gonna do a lot of debate talk, but before we get into the thick of the debate talk, I want to just bring something up because I did and I've said this on numerous occasions, and I said this on the show, and on my video before we were going into the debate. I said one of the things that Trump needs to watch out for, and I've said this, and you can go back and it's on my Instagram page, it's on other episodes of the podcast. I said Trump cannot jump on Biden because the clear thing going into the debate is it's like everybody knows that Joe Biden's slipping mentally. Everybody knows he's losing it. Everybody knows he's stupid, right? But Trump can't go in there and just jump on him because he's going to come off as a bully.
Yeah.
It's going to look bad. And I said that, and then guess what he did?
We were all watching it.
Yeah.
And as soon as he starts going in on him, I go, oh no, Dylan.
And the worst part of the whole thing, I mean, it was bad. And we'll get to the whole debate, but I just want to say I made that clear. And then Trump did that. Like, he was trying
he did
so hard.
exactly what not to
And I
do.
think Trump did well in the debate. Like, overall, I think Trump did pretty well.
Yeah.
Besides the interrupting.
Yeah.
Outside of the interrupting and trying to jump on Biden, force a mistake out of Biden. Like, to force a mistake out of Biden, you just have to let Biden talk. Like, he's going to say something stupid,
Yeah.
That's just...
He's going to run out of notes and just keep rambling.
Well, he's going to run out of notes. You got to get him off topic. But Trump was trying so hard to just, force something, and it's just not going to happen.
There's no reason to force it.
Yeah, you can't force it. So let's talk about the debate. So we watched it with the Patreons. Well, we started watching it with the Patreons. We weren't able to get through the whole thing. And so next time...
It was just mind-numbingly...
Well, what made it hard was that we didn't have... we weren't streaming it, which we didn't set up beforehand. So next debate, for anybody that's a Patreon or anybody that's going to be a Patreon, patreon.com/TSFTpod, we're going to stream the debate in the Discord so everybody can just join the call and we can all watch the debate at the same time. It was fun when we were doing it.
Yeah.
We were just all watching on different TVs.
And like somebody was behind by like 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, because it was so funny because he was behind.
Like, we'd both be like, oh no.
Yeah, something would happen or something funny, and we'd be like, ah.
And he'd go, wait, I'm not there yet.
Oh no! But the funniest part was he didn't know he was behind at first.
Oh yeah.
So we'd react to something, we'd be like, "Oh, dude, that was epic!" And then literally 2 minutes, he'd be like,
"Nice,
dude,
that was good." That was good. And we're like, you're behind, right?
Wait, what did you just see? Oh, something happened 20 minutes ago. But yeah, so next time we're gonna stream it. It's gonna be better. But let's talk a little bit about the debate because I thought that. Let's be completely honest. So I rewatched it today. Last night, my thoughts were that I think Trump won. I think Trump was much better on substance than he was in 2016.
Yeah.
Because before they'd ask him a question, what are you going to do with the economy? Well, the economy is broken. I'm going to fix it and build a big one, a better one. and it's going to be huge. That was everything, right? He didn't have much substance, anything like that. But now that he's been president and he's been able to have some real accomplishments, I think that he was able to provide more substance in the debate. Biden didn't. Biden he had his talking points, and he was like stuff that he was clearly instructed to say.
And he was like, if he wasn't talking, he was looking down at his podium, reading his notes, making sure he got every line correct.
When he was trying so hard the entire debate to have like his like, if your family's having an empty chair because somebody died of COVID,
the camera,
and if this man over here, this orange man, and if the empty chair's at where he's sitting, and then there's an empty chair at the table, and also where he's sitting, and then I got hairy legs, and then he's got an empty. I mean, it was just. Did you see the? It
was so cringy though. Like he would like look directly at the camera and be like, "You have to make the decision," and I'm like, "Dude,
don't look at him."
Staring into my soul, and I can tell that you've done bad things. It's like
you can see it in his eyes.
Yeah. Well, his creepy ass eyes.
Yeah. Oh, dude. But
you know.
No, but I
you
was
smell
like,
nice.
But he would be on script, and then as soon as you got him off script, he wasn't able to.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and then they talked about the Hunter Biden stuff, which I think was important, like the cocaine,
and
then the money, and then he was like, that's been completely discredited, and then Trump was back, where, how, it's been discredited by who? The media. By the media. Okay, of course. Like they were so back and forth.
And and whenever he was like, "Don't talk about my son that way," and he's like, "Which one, Hunter?" And he's like, "No, Bo." And then he starts like talking about how great of a guy Bo Biden was or whatever. And then he goes, "Who's Bo? I don't even know Bo."
He said that.
I was like, "Oh, no."
Bo was the one that died.
Yeah.
So he was trying to get those quick brownie points. He'd be like, "All right, a son who died," and it's like, cool.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about Hunter, who got kicked out for doing cocaine and took money from the Russians.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, that's bad. But so they wouldn't bring it up. Chris Wallace clearly was not prepared to talk about that. And Chris Wallace was it wasn't that he, so, well, I want to talk about Chris Wallace, and we'll get into more of the, like.
Do you think, this is about Chris Wallace, do you think that it was Chris Wallace and Joe Biden versus Donald Trump?
No, but I think Chris Wallace is such a subdued beta male that he couldn't.
I agree with that.
That he was incapable of like taking control of the discussion. Trump's like a huge alpha male figure and will take control of the room.
Alpha.
So Trump starts just talking, and Chris, he would kind of just be sitting there like, Mr. President, please, can I say what I want to say? Like it reminded me of like when the bully comes up to you in school and goes, "Give me your lunch," and he goes, Can I please just have the bag of chips? Can I please? And then Trump goes, "No, give me the bag of chips." And he goes, "But can I have one chip, please? My mom bought them, and I just want one chip." Like he was just
they're Cheetos.
It was embarrassing for him.
Oh, extremely. It made him look like he was just a spineless nothing.
Yeah.
And he needed if he wanted to be a good moderator, he needed to take charge. But like you said, beta.
Yeah, he was incapable of doing it. It was embarrassing. Horrible moderator. I don't think that, because he would ask Biden some gotcha questions. I think he gave Biden a couple softballs, and he called out Trump for interrupting, and Trump was in fact interrupting pretty bad.
It was, I mean, to quote, I think it was MSNBC, it was a dumpster fire train wreck of a hot mess or something like that.
Yeah, that was Jake Tapper on CNN.
I'll agree with that.
No, it was a horrible debate. But but I think Trump won it. And again, I wasn't expecting it to be this like huge big thing. Yeah. I didn't think that, because I was expecting Trump to come out and be Trump, which is what everybody was expecting. Trump comes out, he's Trump, and that's just who he is. All Biden needed to do, and I think he did a really good job, all Biden needed to do was come out and not show any significant mental decline. Like he needed to come out, say what he needed to say, get his message across, and not talk about corn pop. Right?
And
he didn't. Yeah. He don't bring up corn pop. Don't look like an idiot.
You remember corn pop?
Yeah, corn pop was a bad dude. Don't look like you have Alzheimer's, and you're good, or dementia, or whatever he has. Yeah. Everything. I mean, he just has every single cognitive issue. That's all I need to do, and I think he did a good job. I was impressed by Joe Biden. As a Trump supporter, someone who's going to vote for Trump, I was impressed by Joe Biden's performance.
Do you know what I was impressed by? That Trump doesn't look like he's aged a day since 2016.
Because he thrives on the...
Like, he's just like,
No, it's because he thrives on the
golden.
Like the worst part about being president, in my opinion, wouldn't be the hard decisions. It wouldn't be like I can make the decision, right? Are we bombing this country or not? Do I live there? No, bomb it. No, I'm joking. But,
dead. Call back from last episode. Dead. Dead. Dead.
No, but I don't think making the tough decisions. What would be annoying to me is listening to, like, so let's say you make a decision based on top secret information. The worst part of the job would be the media and everybody coming out and criticizing every decision you make without having all the information, and they sound like idiots.
But if you're a Democrat, that doesn't happen. They're like, it does they from bombed that country. What a great thing.
Yeah. They bombed the Red Cross hospital, whatever Obama bombed.
Blessed.
Good thing Obama just drone striked the hospital. I'm so glad that he was able. But no, like, so that I feel like that. But Trump, I feel like, thrives on that. I feel like Trump thrives on the controversy. All right, so I want to bring up some individual, like, because I
like main topic, deep topic.
Well, not deep topic, but some main topic. So, they talked about COVID. I think the COVID discussion, the thing about that was I don't think that was going to go anywhere anyway, because you've got 50% of the country that's petrified. They don't want to leave their house. They need to wear 7 layers of
mask over their face. They have to wear those yellow hazmat.
Yeah, they wear the hazmat
walking around. Yeah.
They walk out like Darth Vader.
Somebody unplugs their ventilator. And like Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear whenever he gets his...
Someone needs to make that meme and be like someone when you take your mask off as soon as you sit down at the restaurant. No, but so there's those people. And then 50% of the country is like, I don't care. Yeah. You know what I mean? So Trump was appealing to the people who just don't care. Biden was appealing to the people who are petrified. And so nobody was going to win that debate. And Biden didn't have any arguments. Trump kept saying it's from China, it's this, it's that. And I think Trump won the COVID part just because he kept talking about, like, he made it about opening the economy.
He came up, I think he said a new term that I don't think I've heard yet, which was the China plague.
Yeah, well, he kept making it worse.
The China plague.
He goes, so we've got this virus that comes from China. And then it was like, the China virus. And then he's like, and this China plague. Like I was like, why would you call it the plague? Like, it's not the plague. It's literally.
I was like, everybody break out those long nosed, doctor's masks.
Do you know why they did they had those?
Yeah, it was wasn't it? They put like was it sage?
Because
they put it in the nose, and it was to keep from disease.
No, it was literally to not smell the body.
Not smell the body.
Yeah, because there were so many dead bodies when they'd walk into places that they had that, so that they couldn't smell the carcasses.
I thought it was to save him from the disease, but it never worked because it
maybe. I mean, I think I don't. I heard that it was but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, this is the TSFG podcast.
Patreon.
I'm never wrong though. Maybe the time will be wrong is.
Oh man, I'm never wrong. I haven't been wrong since 2005.
Hey, but I was pretty accurate with that. I thought that Trump was going to try to jump on him. I literally made a video before that. Don't jump on him.
I know. I saw it.
And then guess what he did? Every time he tried to talk. I thought Biden was going to walk. He was like, you could tell he was getting, Biden goes, oh, will you shut up?
I forgot about that part.
They literally sounded like a married couple.
Shut up.
They literally
somebody, I think they went back and forth and called each other bastards.
And then Biden called him a clown.
Well, and they said bastards, and I look over at my wife and I go, because she knows like the NDCA or whatever, like where you're not supposed to say these words on air, and you can say these words on air, like fuck, piss, shit, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart.
Yeah, you can't say piss. When I had my radio show, the producer used to get pissed at me
because you say piss.
I would go piss. I would be like, dude, I'm pissed off, and he'd be like hitting the freaking mute button on the thing because it was like the sound. It's like, dude, there was one time he was like sitting in his chair like this. And he's just so deep in his phone, and he's sitting there like this. No. I remember what happened. So I was sitting in the phone, and I was rambling off doing a segment. This is on the radio. And so he's sitting there on his phone, and I'm like, and I said something controversial. I was like, oh, great, now we're going to get a caller. Thanks for calling the show. And he was so deep in his phone, he thought someone was legitimately calling, and so he goes, Jesus. It gets up so fast. I was like, no, it's not a caller. It's fine. I just messed up the whole setup. But anyway, yeah. Okay, stand up, idiot. I mean, it's done. So
No, turn the leg so the legs.
It's coming, dude. I've done it like 4 times.
There
It
you
still
go.
falls.
There you go. That's good.
It's still falling.
It's good. Just next
So
time,
what were we
don't kick everything.
I was committed to the bit.
They were talking about the MD, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Where
So
you can't say those words. I thought you couldn't say bastards or bastard.
You can say
or anything
bastard.
like
You can say bitch too.
I knew that, but and douchebag and all kinds of other shit. But I look over at my wife. I'm like, is he allowed to say that? She goes, technically, yeah. And I was like, huh.
But here's the thing. What would they do? Because it's a debate. So what if Trump came out and just goes, "You son of a bitch, you fuck you"?
Well, he could say "son of a bitch."
But what if he said "fuck you"? I don't think they're going to cut that out. Like, it's the presidential debate. Like,
well,
I think that because Trump can just go, "Oh, executive order to rule now." That's it.
It's live TV, so like it's already set back. You know,
it's set back 7 seconds though, or 10
yeah,
to 7.
And those guys that are doing those are professionals. Like, but that's what they do. So they like wait for it, and as soon as they hear,
do you think they'd cut it out?
Yeah.
You think they'd cut it out if Trump said it? I don't know. That would be interesting. Trump, next debate, say,
drop the F-bomb.
Yeah, drop the F-bomb or an N-word or something.
Something.
And
get us going.
Let's
get us
no,
out.
I'm just kidding.
Go ahead and stand by.
But the COVID stuff, I think he won because he talked about.
You didn't even hear that part, did you? I was like, go ahead and stand by.
Oh, because he said that about Proud Boys.
Yeah,
no, but
we'll talk about that later.
But I think he won on the COVID stuff just because he was talking about the economy. He was like, people want to reopen things. We want to move into the next phase. Biden was still so firm on, you got to wear a mask. You got to, And then he was like blaming Trump. Trump shut the economy down. Trump shut the economy. Do you really think that Biden wouldn't have shut the economy down?
That was like my first thought whenever he said that. I'm like, you would have shut it down.
I love how Trump was like, you were, he's like, you didn't want me to stop travel from China. And then he was pulling out the numbers. He's like, this many people would have died. And Biden was against it. He was calling it xenophobic, racist, everything when Trump shut down travel from China. Which is what we needed to do.
In every faction.
Yeah, which is what we needed to do. Yeah. It was coming from China. It's like if you cut off the part of the world where the majority of infected people are coming from, guess what?
And you cut off the infection.
Yeah. And then they were like, and then in New York, well, the majority of cases in New York came from Europe. Yeah, because then we shut off from China, so it had to come in from somewhere else. I mean, that's why.
It's literally cause and effect. It's not that difficult.
Yeah.
The people just don't understand it, and they'll never figure it out.
Yeah.
It's mind-blowing how ignorant people can get.
Yeah. So the COVID stuff, I think Trump won on the COVID.
Did you see that Telemundo did a poll?
And then Trump won.
And Trump won by like 66, 65%.
But Trump always wins those polls. I don't know if that's like legitimate. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people just spam those polls. Like, the Trump supporters go and spam those polls.
That's possible.
So I don't know if that's like a legitimate poll. But I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? I don't really trust polls. Polls are not.
You've never been one to trust polls.
No, I've never been one to trust polls. Ever since the.
Stop smacking into
since the dude, I don't know what's going on, dude. Ever since the 2016 election, I have never trusted polls. So then we had that. They talked about.
It's hard to trust a poll whenever they say
Trump,
that Hillary's in.
I wasn't happy when Trump brought up the fact that Biden like graduated last in his class. I thought that
was just bullying at that point.
Well, it's not only is it bullying, but it's just like he's like, don't ever use the word smart with me. It's like the dude's 78. Like, it really doesn't matter where he graduated all these years ago.
That was a
really long time ago.
I mean, you graduated from college a long time ago too, sir.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Trump is clearly still there. So I didn't like that. I thought some of the more personal attacks, and that's what I was afraid of, is Biden is an idiot. Biden's losing it. Biden's just not, he's not an aggressive person because he's like kind of subdued because he doesn't want to say something stupid. So when Trump comes out and go, oh, you're stupid, you graduated last, you did this, it looks bad. Now, if Biden was reciprocating and saying the stuff back, I think it would make more sense, but he wasn't.
Do you think that Biden knows that he's not all there?
Yeah.
You think he does?
Oh, he does for sure.
Then how come he can't just like fix it?
What do you mean?
Like, just not say some stupid shit.
Because he what's happening is he's in his head.
Oh.
Like, he's not, I don't even know if he's in his head, but he's just, what is he not going to talk? I mean, he just is losing his, he's literally losing his mind. It's like having a conversation and you just run out of words. That's what's happening. He'll be like, well, we're sitting here doing the Too Savage for Democrats podcast, and we're streaming on one of those plat stream. We're streaming on something. We're streaming on the place where you listen to podcasts. You know, it's like that's what it's like.
Streaming on my hairy leg.
Streaming on my hairy leg. It's like the only thing. But no, I thought Biden did better. I thought Trump did well in the economy because he'd had real accomplishments. So I think he did well in the economy. Law and order, I think Trump did well. But overall, I think Biden was impressive. But I still think Trump won the debate. Yeah, I really think people are taking the whole debate thing like too seriously. They're going, "Oh, this is the end for Trump." You know how many stupid stuff? I mean, in 2016, Trump never had a good debate. Like, I think the one good debate he had was the one against Hillary, the town hall, where he was like, because you'd be in jail. But other than that, Trump isn't
a debater.
No, he's not a good debater.
He's a negotiator.
Yeah, so I wasn't expecting Trump to come out and have this blow-away performance in the debate. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Nobody was.
Trump just needs to appeal to his base. That's all he needs to do with these things. It doesn't make a difference.
Appeal to his base and not bully.
Well,
Biden.
people like, that was what I was saying. But people like Trump because he's Trump. He's not a politician. He's not this expert. He's not this master debater, right? Trump. He needed to come out and be Trump. No, seriously.
I'm sorry.
No, seriously, folks.
The 11-year-old in me heard you say master debater.
You haven't heard that one before?
I have. I just, for some reason, I'm 11 in my head, so.
Oh, dude, I genuinely feel that way, though. Like, I feel like
half the time, somebody would be like, come over here.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, and then another conspiracy that was going around was the
conspiracy. This is the best I got today.
Yeah, he's brought the damn stupid ones. But so the other thing going around was Biden wearing a wire, which we don't actually need to go into deep topic.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I might go into deep topic about it. You saw the video. Everyone's seen the video now. He's got it like up in here. And
it was like in his suit, yeah.
And he did like one of these numbers where like pulled it up to his ear.
Yeah, but it was a mic.
How do you know?
Because Jesse Ryan commented on my post and had this whole explanation. Let me see if I can pull up his comment because it was a good comment. Shout out to Jesse Ryan here.
Mud jug.
Let me see if I can.
Send us some mud jugs, Jesse.
He did. He sent me one right here.
Send me a mud jug.
You have one.
I've got like 3, but I would like another one. You didn't give me one.
I did. I gave you one of the ones I got.
No, you didn't.
So anyway, he comments on my post where I posted about it, and I didn't post about it.
You were wrong again.
I've never been wrong since 2005. Because I posted the thing. I'll read it.
Okay.
I was just setting it there because I have nowhere to say it.
I wanted to read it.
Well, if you want to read it, you can read it. No, you want to read it? You want to read it? Read it. No, but but I was like, I was just gonna read it, and then you could hear it while I read it. No, but I posted the video.
I give up.
I posted the video of the wire, not to be like he's wearing a wire, but just to kind of start a discussion.
Yeah, like ask a question. Like,
yeah, I was
what
just
is this?
yeah, I was like, what? I'm open to any explanation of what it is. And Jesse Ryan comments and goes, Trump had the same thing. This is a second lavalier mic, something like that. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
That's a mic that's on your
on your
body.
Yeah. For television, so they can't pick up the crowd noise. The mics in the front of them are necessary only for live audience, whereas the mics are for production. This is standard, nothing to worry about. Oh. And I mean, as soon as somebody, now I'm going to say it, when I posted about the wire,
you immediately got comments. He definitely was.
No, but I didn't think about Mike. Because they have the fucking fat mics. That would be like us wearing a mic here.
To try to keep out, the crowd noise.
Yeah.
Because, hey, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, how we doing?
You get a car, and you get a
bring
car.
Live shows to the show. But no, so I didn't think Mike, and then people started commenting Mike. I just didn't know what it was. Now, I didn't think Biden was wearing a wire. I mean, if he was wearing a wire, he would have been so much more in-depth than he was. And I don't think Biden has the attention span at this point to be listening. It's hard to listen and talk. Like, if somebody's in your ear feeding you things to say.
He would not be able to.
I wouldn't. If somebody
he would be standing there, they'd ask him a question, and then.
Like, here, let's try this right now. I'm going to talk to you, and you immediately say what I'm saying as I say it.
Okay.
Hey, everyone.
What's going on?
Welcome back to the Two Savage Democrats podcast.
Two
Subscribe
Savage
to the Patreon.
Democrats podcast, the Patreon.
You know what I mean? Like, it's way harder than it seems. Now, if someone could be feeding him information prior, and he could be taking notes and everything, but.
I'm willing to bet that if Biden really was getting someone in his ear like that,
but he wasn't.
But if he was, it'd go a lot like this. Like, go ahead and do it to me.
Okay. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Two Savage Democrats podcast.
Welcome.
Yeah, no, do it to me. I'll be by now. You go for me.
Hey, everyone. Welcome to the TSFD podcast brought to you by the Patreon.
You have an empty chair at your table.
No. You got to be looking at the camera.
If you have an empty chair at your... No, you look at the camera.
Yeah, which one?
If you have an empty chair at your table, and then it like flips, and he's all like this. That's dude. Every time somebody points at a camera, they should change the camera. If I was in charge of the camera at one of the debates, I would change the camera so that somebody would be like, "Listen to the American people," and then it'd flip, and they're like, "To the American people out there, I want to tell you one thing."
Why is that red light not back on?
What happened? Oh, I want to tell you one thing about everything. Like, and just keep flipping it.
What was so like he was saying something. Joe was saying something, about to say something.
Yeah.
And Trump interrupted him.
Yeah.
And the camera went to Joe, and he was just like, he
just looked over at him.
Like
Biden interrupted too. I mean, they were both
interrupting
because it started the trend of them both doing it. Like when somebody does it first, then it's like it's okay. It was a horrible debate, and I don't think anybody watching it, if you know who you're voting for, you know who you're voting for. I didn't come out of that debate questioning Trump. I was a little bit impressed by Biden. And the reason I was impressed is not that I think he did a good job. I was just impressed at the fact that he wasn't...
That he kept it together.
That he kept it together, which is,
if
that makes me be more impressed with you, the fact that you were able to keep it together mentally, you probably shouldn't be
running for president.
If you not saying something stupid or forgetting what you're saying or being an idiot... now, there was that dumb clip that I posted where he was like, 200,000 people died because of you. And your response. Now, how many of those people would have survived? Did you hear that clip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trump was like, 200,000?
Yeah. It is 200,000. It's 200,000, but it's lower than that. I mean, we talked about it. The real death count is far lower than 200,000. I mean, they're counting everybody. If you've had COVID within a month, so like if you've had COVID, gotten over it, and then you die of something a month later, if they test you for the antibodies and you've had it within the last month, they'll count you as a COVID death. Oh. I mean, what they're counting...
You get in a car accident, COVID.
Yeah. You know? I mean, everything is COVID, right? It's ridiculous.
Well, it's just so much easier, and you get more money if you say it was a COVID death.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it.
So,
it's not based on anything else but money, like everything else in the world.
I mean, it is. I mean, they get money for COVID patients. They get money for people going on ventilators.
Yes, shove a tube down your throat, make you breathe.
And that doesn't, I mean, if you get on a ventilator, you're probably not getting off the ventilator.
It's over.
Yeah. So, I mean, the ventilator is like a last resort. And a lot of people don't need them. They were just putting them on there. I'm pulling up an article.
Oh.
For the next. I
think, are we still talking about debate, or can we talk about something else?
No, do you want to go debate more, or what do you want?
Well, I kind of want to talk about the New York Times thing.
Which one?
The
taxes?
The taxes.
Oh, we talking about the taxes?
Because, I mean...
That people were freaking out. They were like, Trump doesn't pay any tax.
He only paid $750.
Trump is smart and likes to save his money. Do you know rich people don't have... Rich people, the majority of the money that rich people have, this is something that people don't understand. First of all...
Because they're not rich.
There were, in 2018, there were 60 companies, Fortune 500 companies, that paid zero in taxes.
Yeah.
Amazon, Netflix, Starbucks. I mean, they pay nothing. And
because they hire... attorney or tax
well they just get out of it. I mean, it's like the taxes are not
also write stuff off.
Write stuff off. I mean, Jeff Bezos is opening up a school. It's like, just pay the damn. But most rich people don't have all of their money sitting in a bank account. That's the dumbest thing you can do. If you have a lot of money, the worst thing you can do is shove it into a bank account. It's not gonna. You're not making like rich people. First of all, rich people don't just do that. Rich people are investing it, making more money, using it, back into their company or whatever. But so Trump isn't just having his money sit in a bank account. Of course, he's not gonna. Like, I wasn't surprised. Now, he said he paid millions of dollars in 2017, 2016. I don't know if he's telling the truth. I don't really care if he's telling the truth. If he releases tax returns, which I don't think he should. Oh, we forgot to talk about the white supremacy condemning them thing.
Go back to it.
Don't let me forget that. But If he didn't pay tax, if he releases tax returns and it said big old fat zeros going down the thing, that's just part of the game for rich people. We've talked about it on numerous occasions. I don't like that Amazon doesn't pay taxes. I don't like that, that all these companies don't pay taxes. I wouldn't be surprised if Trump didn't pay taxes. They're just taking advantage of it. And it just goes to show that we need to simplify the tax code. We need to just scrap what we have now and replace it with something more simple, something you can't find. Our tax system is so freaking complicated that regular people don't understand it. These rich people are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for attorneys, which they're writing off. And that, did you see Trump pays Ivanka $700,000 a year for consulting? I mean, it's like,
I wish I'd learned how to consult.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's just doing it,